Hello everybody, this is John Doe from Doing Network, and today I'll be doing another deck profile. Today I'll actually be doing a deck profile of the Scourge Norleras deck. This is actually Secret Gun Score V's deck profile. I'm just doing it because he's kind of taking a break. He's in Washington DC. He will be back, don't worry. But yeah, I'll be making this. I'm gonna make this deck myself later on, but I'm gonna show you what he has so far. So we have 25 monsters and 16 spell cards. So let's get right to it. We have 3 Scourge Norleras. With this effect, you can banish 1 Light Fairy and 3 Dark Fiends in the graveyard from play to special summon this card. It really doesn't specify from the hand or not, but I'm gonna guess it's same thing as Chaos Sorcerer. Hopefully they'll actually add that later on. But it's not the first effect that makes them so powerful in making the deck. It's the second effect. You can pay 1,000 life points, and then everything, including both hands and both fields, go to the graveyard, and then you draw 1 card. That is pretty powerful. You can make a huge comeback with that. We have 3 Phantom of Chaos, which is basically reusing Scourge's effect, reusing, I don't know, Summoner Monk. You can reuse his effect. You can reuse a lot of effects with this card. It pretty much makes the deck. We have 1 Zombie to Synchro Summon. We have 2 Malicious to work with the Zombie. We have 2 Summoner Monk to work with the Dark Greffer. It's pretty much the only card he actually can get, unless he wants to go for Phantom of Chaos. We have 2 Dark Creator. If there are 5 or more Dark monsters in your graveyard, you can and you have no monsters on the field, by the way, you can special summon this card, I think from the hand. I believe so. I don't care, but anyway, you can, and then once per turn, once per turn, you can remove from play a Dark monster in your graveyard to special summon a Dark monster from your graveyard. That's actually really good. We have 1 Zerato. I'm not completely sure what he does. If there are 4 or more dark monsters with different names in your graveyard, you can tribute one. You can tribute summon this card by attributing 1 dark monster. You can send 1 dark monster from your graveyard, from your hand to the graveyard to destroy all monsters opponent control. If you activate this effect, destroy this card during the end phase. Oh, that's actually pretty powerful. We have 1 Dark Nephthalus. You can, if there are 3 or more dark monsters in your graveyard, you can banish 2. Put him to the graveyard, and then during your next standby phase, you can special summon him. So that's actually really useful. It's kind of slow, but its last effect is actually really useful. When this card is special summoned, no matter how it's special summoned, you can destroy 1 spell or trap card on the field. So that's actually really useful. We have 1 Blacklisted Soldier on board at the beginning because we have 4 lights. We have 2 Necro Gardener to work with the Greffer. Greffer can actually put a bunch of cards to the graveyard. You can put Scourge, Zombie, Malicious, a bunch of cards really. Dark Greffers actually make the deck much faster. We have 2 Raikou to put all the monsters in the graveyard, and we have 2 Absorbing Kid from the Sky. This is the only fairy he has in the deck. Well, Light Fairy. Of course, Zerato is a fairy, but we only have 2 Light Fairies in the deck. I'm not really sure what this card does either. When this card destroys a monster and sends to the graveyard as a roll battle, you can increase your life points by the level of destroyed monster by 300 points. I'm not actually sure this card's actually good for this deck, but this is his deck. It's a Secret Gun Score V's deck, and this is how he's been using this deck for a week. So I suppose it's good. We have 1 charge to search the Raikou. We have 2 solo recharge. He has a second one at the end of the deck. I don't actually agree with the 2 solo recharges either, because there's only 2 targets in the entire deck for the solo recharge, but I suppose he just really likes it. He has 2 trade-ins. I would actually just get rid of both of these solo recharges and just put a 3rd trade-in. That way you have 40 cards in total. But it's good anyway. As you can see, there are actually quite a bit of level 8 or higher monsters in the deck. So I actually really, I suppose this card is actually really good for the deck. We have 1 Dark Eruption to put a dark monster from your graveyard to your hand. So you can like rehash Phantom of Chaos, rehash Monk. That's pretty much about it. We have 1 Foolish to do whatever Dark Greffer can't do, like putting Sky to the graveyard or putting any dark monsters you want to the graveyard, and just go further on. We have 1 Dance Dance Revolution. We have 2 Dance Dance Revolutions. You can't actually special summon Scourge with Dance Dance Revolution, but you can rehash a few cards. I suppose the best one is probably like Zombie or any card that Dark Creator banishes, or whatever Nephthys banishes, or even whatever Black Luster Soldier on the way to the beginning banishes. So I suppose Dancer's Revolution is a good card for this deck. We have 2 hand destructions to get rid of those dead draws you just can't use at all. We have 1 reinforcement of the army, which the only good card you would actually go for is Dark Refer. You could actually go for Necrogardna, but it's probably not a good card to use. We have a Heavy Storm for a staple, Lurid Darkness staple, Monster Reborn staple, and a Mystical Space Typhoon staple. So let's go for the extra deck. We have 2 Utopia, 1 Gem Knight, 1 Bouncer, 1 Chronomali Atlanto. We have 1 Heliopolis. Now for the sinkers, we have Catastor, Iron Chain, Brionic, Black Rose, Colossal, Scrap, Stardust, Thought Ruler, and Ancient Fair Dragon. So basically I've already told you all about the deck. I guess I can show you the side deck now. We have 2 Judgment, 1 Lila, I meant to say Lumina. We have 1 Honest, 1 Lila, 2 Wolf, 1 Monk, 2 Celestia, 2 Goroth, 1 Raikou, and 1 Absorbing Kid from the sky. Oh, and Gaia. So I suppose if he's in a match, I suppose he can like switch out a bunch of cards in order to like, you know, freak out your opponent. Like, oh, I didn't see any of these cards before. I've already actually seen that kind of combo before. I don't really like it. It's kind of a jerk move to do. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be making my own deck profile of this later on, but I don't know how to use this deck yet, so I hope you enjoy what we have so far. I'll see you guys next time, and...